ಶ್ರೀ ಗಣಪತಿ ಸಚ್ಚಿದಾನಂದ ಸದ್ಗುರುಭ್ಯೋ ನಮಃ. ಶ್ರೀ ದತ್ತವಿಜಯಾನಂದ ತೀರ್ಥ ಸದ್ಗುರುಭ್ಯೋ ನಮಃ. ದತ್ತಾತ್ರೇಯ ಸಮಾರಂಭಾಂ ನೃಸಿಂಹಾದಿಕ ಮಧ್ಯಮಾಂ ಸಚ್ಚಿದಾನಂದ ಪರ್ಯಂತಾಂ ವಂದೇ ಗುರು ಪರಂಪರಾಂ. Today we will discuss a few points that are relevant to our daily routines, our pursuit to achieve spiritual excellence and to attain the paramount state called samadhi. What are the available options? What are the available avenues enlisted by great sages? That is the subject matter for this day. Before we commence the discussion on this, I would like to draw your attention to the four important relative factors that are very important to start any subject discussion. They are called the Anubandha Chatushtaya in Shastra debates. Vishaya, Sambandha, Adhikari, Prayojana. Vishaya is the topic. What is the subject that's going to be discussed? Sambandha, what is its relevance to you? Adhikari is the what is your eligibility? And finally, the most important one, what is the benefit out of it? I will not go deep into this necessity of these four factors. Without knowing the benefit, no one would be induced to do anything. Even the laziest person, if you ask him to do anything, first he will ask, okay, what do I get? Do I get some relaxation from it? So first we should know what is the benefit out of it. Okay, then once you determine this is the benefit that is going to accrue to you, the next question would be, okay, what is that I should learn or I should discuss? That is the Vishaya, the topic. The next one would be the Adhikari. Am I eligible for it? If I discuss more things about the presidency of this country, am I eligible for it? First we should determine the eligibility. Finally, the relevance. The person who has ate fully to his heart's content, if you give him the menu card in any restaurant, he will scoff at it. It is not relevant for him. One person who has got up from the 8-hour or 9-hour sleep, if you show him the bed, he will just scoff at it because it has no relevance for him. So the relevance has to be established. Now, let us understand the gamut of the four factors Anubandha Chatushtaya in this context. For the Yoga Darshana itself, Samadhi or the Kaivalya or the solitude which gives the best in you and which takes you to the ultimate level, that is the benefit. And the subjects would be how to achieve this. What are the avenues available? These are the topics or the subjects. And eligibility is the one who is deeply afflicted by many things, many difficulties in life. He is the eligible person. Finally, the relevance is your willingness to get rid of these difficulties. That is the relevance. If you are actually undergoing great sufferings, but still you don't want to get rid of it, there is no point in getting to the Yoga Darshana itself. So first we should know that. Patanjali Maharshi starts his treatise Yoga Darshanam with the first one, Atha Yoganushāsanam. Is yoga a separate entity or it has any connection to other branches of knowledge that we should also understand and analyze. We start this discussion with a prayer to Maharshi Patanjali. Yogena chittasya padena vacham malam sharirasya cha vaidyakena yopakarot tam pravaram muninam patanjalim pranjali ranatosmi. There are three important aspects of our life: body, speech, and mind. All of them will get, at some time, they will be having some blemishes, some faults, some mistakes, and these defects have to be rectified. How do we rectify these defects? Patanjali has given us the immense benefit of getting rid of these defects through three texts. The defect of the body can be rectified with the Ayurveda Shastra, for which he is one of the important authors. It is said that Charaka Samhita, Charaka is another pen name of sage Patanjali. With Ayurveda, he has advised us the procedure to get rid of the defects in the body. Then the speech. Our speech would be laden with so many mistakes. Unless it is perfect, we will not be able to convey our feelings properly. For that, the Shabda Shastra, or the grammar, for which he is the great commentator, that is why it is called the Mahabhashya. Finally, the mind, which is the very important factor in our life. The defects of the mind can be got rid of with the help of Yoga Darshana. That is the reason we say Yogena Chittasya Padena Vacham Malam Sharirasya cha Vaidyakena Yopakarot Tam Pravaram Muninam Patanjalim Pranjali Ranatosmi. Patanjali Maharshaya Namo Namaha. Now, speaking of the defects in the mind, what could they be? How do they affect us? Let us start with the Sadhana Pada of the Yoga Darshana. It is relevant to read out the portions, commentaries, and the original sutras for us to have a glimpse of the authenticity. Vyasa Bhashya is also available as an authoritative commentary on the Yoga Darshanas. I will be reading out the relevant portions as and when required. What are the difficulties or the afflictions to the mind, and how do they impact us? This is the first question, because we have to establish the relevance. Now, we have the 30th Sutra, which says, Vyadhi, Sthiyana, Samshaya, Pramada, Alasya, Avirati, Bhranti Darshana, Alabdha Bhumikatva, Anavasthitattvani, Chitta Vikshepaha, Te Antarajaha. Antaraja is an obstacle. What are the obstacles? Chitta Vikshepa, the wavering of the mind. That is the main obstacle in our pursuit of excellence. This is not only relevant in the sphere of spirituality. This is very much relevant in our daily practices, in our daily routines, in our careers, in our lives, in our family. Because these are the 9 important obstacles that we face every day. So it is relevant to every one of us. Let us analyze little about them. Vyadhi. What is Vyadhi? Dhatu Rasa Karana Vaishamyam. Our body consists of 7 dhatus. The dhatu is a typical word given in the Ayurveda Shastra. These 7 components make our body. And the secretions from many important limbs, if they get altered, if their balance and equilibrium is disturbed, then that results in the form of a disease. So, Vyadhi Nama, dhatu rasakarana vaishamyam. Loss of equilibrium in the body is vyadhi. Then sthiyana, the second one. What is sthiyana? Sthiyana means chittasya akarmanyata. The mind becomes totally inert. The inertia takes over the mind, and the person will not be able to think, not even move. Even to think about anything, he would be totally reluctant because of inertia. That is called the sthiyana. Then the third one is the samshaya. In Telugu, we have got a proverb which says anumanam penubhutam. The suspicion always kills your spirit and morale. Samshaya ubhayakoti spruk vijnanam syat. Idamevam syat naivam syaditi. Should I pursue this or leave it aside? What should I do? At every point of time, if you are not able to make any decision, that will hamper your career and progress infinitely. So, the samshaya is the third obstacle. The fourth one is pramadaha. Samadhi sadhananam abhavanam. Pramada is actually interpreted as an accident. How it is an accident? Pramadaha means, though you know what should be done, but you are actually forgetful, or you're oblivious to your duties. That is the pramada. Samadhi sadhananam abhavanam. You should know what you should be doing, what you should be contemplating upon. And even after knowing it, if you are not pursuing these means, then you are facing the obstacle called pramada. That is overlooking, being oblivious to your duties. The fifth one is alasyam. Alasyam is pure laziness, unadulterated laziness. Alasya. Alasya nama kajasya chittasya cha gurutvat apravrittihi. When the body becomes very heavy, when the mind is totally immersed in deep slumber, it will not be fruitful for it to do anything. So it's gurutvam means the gravitational pull that pulls down the body as well as the mind. That is called the alasya. That is the sixth one. The seventh one is the avirati. Chittasya vishaya samprayogatma gardhaha. Indulgence. Avirati means indulgence. You know what should not be done, but your mind is always attracted and getting fascinated towards the vices. That is the avirati. And gardha means not only indulgence, it is the atyasha, the lust for something which does not belong to you, accumulation, and the tendency to accumulate more and more possessions. This is the avirati, lack of detachment. And the next one is the Bhranti Darshana. Bhranti Darshanam is Viparyaja Jnanam. You see something and you deem it something. Suppose you go out. Once the security fellow is asking everyone to get out by waving his hand. You think that it's an invitation to you and you enter. This is the Viparyaja Jnana. In Vedantic terminology, there are many Viparyayas. The most popular one is the Rajya Sarpa Bhranti. Rajya Sarpa means you are taking,